What is up, boys? Brady back with another video. We just got an update from Zin Ramu, New World developer, about an hour ago. The dev post is titled PvP War and Territory. And I just found this, so I just wanted to go over it with you guys and make a quick video on it. So what it says, hello adventurers and conquerors. Today I wanted to provide an update on the health, status, and vision of PvP War and the Territory Control metagame. Before we dive in, I want to apologize for all the issues we've seen in War so far, and thank you for your patience as we work to resolve them. I know there have been some serious lag issues in War and a number of exploits, including the invulnerability exploits, that have marred your experience. We've made an initial set of changes to address some of these issues and are working on some higher impact changes that need more testing. This is good to hear. I think we all know how laggy Wars have been the last couple weeks. It is a top priority for the team to get War to a stable performance state where the skill and coordination of the best team determines the outcome. Nice. Let's start by reiterating our high-level vision. We want to create a game where PvE and PvP not only coexist, but support each other. We also want wars, not ganks, meaning we want to support meaningful PvP and War in the open-world conflict between the three factions. Nice, okay. Nothing too crazy yet. He's kind of just the premise of what he's going to talk about, I think. We feel open-world PvP is an okay position, but has room to improve. I agree. The rewards for flagging while leveling up are good. The 10% XP bonus makes a difference, and the rewards for PvP kills are meaningful. At endgame, however, the rewards for flagging are not good. There are two changes coming in the short term that should help. The first is that we are going to increase the luck of players when flagged. Okay, that's crazy. The first is that we are going to increase the luck of players when flagged. They didn't give a number, but that is really good to hear. This is an incentivized open world PvP a lot. This should be an important and lasting benefit to flagging. Yep, I agree. Second, we are going to reduce the durability damage to gear when flagged. To reduce the durability damage to gear when flagged. Okay. This will reduce the risk of flagging a bit, especially in endgame gear repair costs. Okay, I like that. To be honest, I like that. I think people were it was more unlikely to see people flagged because of this issue. There was no incentive to see people flagged. But there was a decentive, right? And that was the durability damage to gear, which actually costed a lot of money at endgame. So that's a good change as well. In the medium term, we will also adjust the rewards for PvP kills at 60 so they can enhance players' high watermark more. Check out our post on the HWM system to learn more. Nice. Okay, so if you get a kill at level 60 on another level 60 player, that can enhance your high watermark more often than I guess it was before. Nice. That's pretty insane. Longer term, expect a new open world activity that flagged players can participate in that we hope spurs and rewards some smaller scale engagements across a tournament. Open world activity that flagged players can participate in. Wow, nice. Okay. That doesn't sound like it's going to be arena or anything like that though, but I mean whatever it is, an open world PvP activity. I mean, I'm down for whatever that is. In addition to rewards, we understand that there are some gameplay issues with open world PvP. Currently, it's hard to know whether players in your faction are flagged or not. Yes, that is true. I feel that's a pretty easy change that they can make. This would make it difficult to know whether or not you have backup and assess whether you should engage or not. We are aware of this issue and are working on a fix. Nice. We also understand combat tactics can be difficult since the visuals of all area of effect spells are the same, so it's difficult to know whether a spell is from an ally or enemy. Unfortunately, this is not a trivial fix. It will require a significant code update and numerous asset changes. While we agree this is an issue, this will take substantial work and investigation and will not be resolved soon. I don't really mind. I don't mind that. I feel like that would be a hard change. What could they even do? They would make Ice Storm blue to allies and red to enemies or something. I don't know. That'd be difficult to implement. So I'm okay with that not being in the game for a little bit. Being able to tell if players in your faction are flagged or not, I feel like is an easy change. So hopefully we see that soon. Okay, War. As stated above, the lag and exploits in War have hurt the experience. Yep. With the patch coming out this week, most of the major issues should be resolved. Wow, okay. There have been some complaints about War happening too often. There's a 24-hour cooldown. I don't think wars happen too often. I think wars are fun. There's a 24-hour cooldown between wars. And with the war windows, that means war happens at most every 2 days per territory. Players can also delay that through the influence race, which is now much more viable since we fixed the escalating influence issue. Overall, we think a war every 2 days is a good cadence. I like this too, yeah. A war every 2 days is fine. But please continue to let us know what you think. We are seeing war fatigue from factions, which funnel a group of players into every war. While we love this corporation, having one company or one company's worth of players on multiple territories should be very hard, and is not what we are balancing war cooldowns toward. Nice, that's good to hear. We're also continuing to review balance within war. Review balance within war, okay. Defenders are winning more often than attackers, which is what we want. Currently, defenders win around 80% win of wars. Yeah, that's way too much. And this, I think the biggest issue that causes this is that the defenders are able to spawn on the point. I think that's why they can win 80% of the wars, because it's impossible to take points when people can just spawn on the point, right, from wherever they die. So we want to reward defending companies that build up their ranks and upgrade their forts, but we will keep an eye on balance as we resolve the major exploits to make sure that both sides have a fighting chance. Okay. We know that communication and coordination in war is not optimal at the moment. It's hard to know what roles participants in war have chosen, so it makes coordination difficult. Yep, I agree 100%. There's a buddy of mine recommended that when you sign up for a war, when somebody signs up for a war, they have to put in which role they want to play in that war, which I think would be really easy to implement. It's like a little note. Even just put like a note section where you can put a short answer, and you can just say what weapons you plan on running, your stat distribution, what kind of gear you have. I don't know. That would solve a lot of issues, I think. We began investigating ways of addressing these issues, but don't have anything planned in the near term. I feel like that'd be a really quick change they could make, but that's all right. Territory control. Overall, we are seeing territories change hands with decent regularity. As stated above, we went to favor the defender and seeing a good spread between factions on most servers. We do have 2 systems in place to help the faction balance, which is we allow players to switch factions, but don't allow them to switch into dominant faction. Yep, and that helps a lot, I think. We also increase the influence underdog factions earn for PvP faction missions to give them a better chance at earning the right to declare war, but we may need to do more. It's hard for me to have any word on this because the server I play on is pretty balanced. I play in Eldorado US West, and it's been pretty much as balanced as it possibly could be, to be honest, in terms of how many territories every faction owns. It was like 445 or 444, something like that, whatever the total number of territories is. We also are aware that some territories, I'm looking at you, Everfall, produce a ton of tax income, and Windsward, I feel like, while other towns would be much harder to support and upgrade. There is a change coming soon which will help distribute a main tax income stream to every territory. There's a change coming soon which will help distribute a main tax income stream to every territory. I like this. We own Ebonscale on my server, and Ebonscale doesn't make a lot of money. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. So we're usually in debt. I think we've lost more money than we've made from owning Ebonscale because of the territory upkeep that it needs. So this is a good change for these territories, and there's companies that only have one territory, but it's a smaller territory, so it's hard to pay the upkeep, you know? I like that. We want to review the impact of this change before we make further changes, but there are some other changes we could make in medium term if this is insufficient. Nice. And last bit of good news for all the territory flippers out there. There's some new PvP missions. New PvP mission types coming to the game soon. Ooh, okay, nice. These changes serve 2 purposes, adding some much-needed variety to the PvP missions and helping to distribute the PvP action to multiple locations to spread out some of the large PvP zergs we're seeing. Let's do that again. Adding some much-needed variety to the PvP missions and helping to distribute the PvP action to multiple locations spread out some of the large PvP zergs we're seeing. Nice. Okay. So they're going to be placing more PvP missions spread throughout territories. So there's going to be more places in each territory where PvP is going to be happening because of PvP missions. But now it's going to be maybe more hard to find PvP fights if there's a lot of PvP quests and everybody's spread out, right? So there's pros and cons to this, I think, but we'll see how it plays out. Please let us know what you think about these changes when they go live soon. Thanks for reading, and please feel free to post any follow-up questions and concerns you might have, and we'll try to address the top issues in a follow-up in a few days or a week's time. Nice. I mean, this is a really good update, guys. This is a really good update. Open world PvP. There's an incentive to be flagged at 60 now. They're looking to fix all of the issues with the war, which is really good to hear. More PvP missions. Nice. Yeah, they're looking at adding some sort of open world PvP activity, which is awesome. And that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. This is really exciting, guys. I don't know when this goes live. I don't know when this is. This is posted an hour ago, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys.